baby. It's time.
Things are happening. The ground's shaking. Can't feel my feet.
Welcome back to the Winged Badger Tavern, where friends tell stories. I'm joined by some of my friends. Friends, why don't you introduce yourselves? Let's start here and go this way around the table. Start over there.
Hello, I'm Mike, and I'm playing Mark Putty, a clumsy adept who talks to the system.
Yeah, he is.
Awesome. I am Trevor, playing Astro Adon, a lucky explorer who works for a living.
The spookiest thought ever.
So spooky.
That's spooky.
Hello, I'm Cleo. I play Jacqueline, and I am a naive AI who entertains. Jacqueline's also an acronym. It stands for Jet Assisted Quantum Learning Interstellar Navigational Engine.
Bam.
Nailed it.
I did.
Awesome.
Wow.
Hey, I'm Tyler. I play Ronan Voss, who is a tongue-tied explorer who sailed beneath the Jolly Roger.
And I'm Josh, the Winged Badger Game Master. I'm dressed as Captain Chet Gamma, but I'll also be playing everybody else.
He's amazing.
Whoa.
Including, right at this particular moment,
Uh-oh.
helmswoman Saren Peters, who crackles over the communications link to the dropship as Ronan pilots out of the asteroid field. Aurora, we read you.
Yes, I'm pulling out of the field. I'm coming back to see if you guys need any assistance. Drop squad is perfectly fine. They're back there on the station.
Excellent news. Glad to hear. Wait, I'm sorry. Station?
Yeah, I have a lot to fill you guys in with.
Yeah, you'd better get to the bridge. The captain's going to want to hear about that.
Yeah, just know the rest of the drop squad is safe.
Excellent.
For the time being.
So they're not on the ship then?
They're not on the ship.
Right.
That's the part I need to explain.
Cool. Yeah, we'll definitely want an explanation of that one.
So let's. Do you want me to explain now? Or would you rather me explain this to Captain?
No, the docking arms are ready for you.
All right,
Go ahead
then
and bring
we're
the
gonna-
ship in.
Right,
And as you pilot towards the Spirit of Inquiry, the large kind of robotic docking arms reach out, and as they do every time you would land the dropship, they very, very gently make contact with the outer hull. You kind of bring your speed down as low as you can, and then they bring you to a stop. And then they slowly retract into the central section of the Spirit of Inquiry, and then in front of you there's that big airlock. So that airlock door opens, you make your way into the ship, where we can hear kind of the engines humming through the body of the ship, and pull off your suit. You're in that kind of like decompression chamber. Once you acclimate, you step through the next airlock door and into the Spirit of Inquiry. You're in a large corridor leading back towards the service elevator. Already there to meet you is Captain Chet Gamma.
Ah, yes, Captain.
Ronan, welcome back.
All right,
Let's walk and talk.
let's do that. We're gonna need to. This is about to be a lot. I'm gonna try and sum it up and stay as calm as I can when explaining. Just know, everybody's safe.
This is a lot of hedging, Ronan.
So, do you remember hearing about a Station Gamma?
Very briefly.
Yeah, that is pretty much all the info we got on it too, but for some reason it was just it stayed in the back of our heads and kept us asking questions. Before we left, we were given a sort of beacon or device from Dean, and he told us that if we needed help or anyway, this was a way to communicate with him.
Right, a recovery beacon.
Yes, that. And we were recovered for sure. Yes, indeed. But not by what we thought. We found
The signal was intercepted by something else?
We found Station Gamma, sir. It is a
So there's a
legit,
functioning space station down there.
legit space station, a whole civilization of people.
Interesting. And I assume that's where the others are. You left them on Station Gamma.
Correct.
People, you mean humans?
Humans.
So this is
Human
not a
beings.
first contact scenario.
They seem to be from the UK space
What?
Oh yes, I guess you wouldn't know that. They they seem to be a little bit behind on their technology and stuff still. So they seem like they're very modern, I guess.
Are they out of date or are they up to date?
Out of date. That's what I
see.
meant to say.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
They're modern, not postmodern.
Yes. But it's a whole space station of people, and we've met with them. We've met with their the historians there, their military personnel, and we've explained to them they were under the impression.
You arrive at the elevator, step in.
they were under the impression that we were coming to drop them off with supplies, that this was a supply mission. We were not even told that there was going to be another human life out here.
Yes, we're out here looking for cosmetaline. This would be a sort of sideshow objective.
So
The elevator opens again at the bridge floor of the Spirit of Inquiry.
We've gotten some information from their historian. We've learned that there's about 8 more of these space stations apparently that were sent.
How long have they been out here?
They've been out here for hundreds of years.
A retinal scanner scans Captain Chet Gamma's retina. The door to the bridge hisses open.
This is the only one that they found. Apparently they don't have contact with the others. They were all sent from different directions into space, but apparently they were the reason that the cosmetaline hit Earth, supposedly.
So this station is hostile.
They're not at all. They don't even know what they did. From what it seems they're talking, they have no idea what's going on as well.
Well, this is a very tangled web we're weaving.
But the only thing I'm wanting to make known is Dean knew about this station Gamma, and always tried to keep it on the low. So
yes, I think a conversation will have to be arranged with Dean Lagrange.
We might have a secondary objective out here that no one was told about. But and then of course we recently picked up on the anomaly that was the space station picked up on an anomaly that is heading towards them that they can't figure out, but they said it's weaponized.
Yes, we're repositioning to try and see what else we can figure out about that as well. We've heard very briefly from the crew, but we assumed you were with them at the time.
No, I think it would be best just for me to come back and check and to relay what's going on.
Certainly.
The rest of the crew is safe indeed. The people seem trusting. So
Jackie has sent us a compromised signal telling us that there's something amiss with the communication system. So I'm glad that you were able to come here and relay all this to me in person.
That was mainly because it seemed that our communications were going solely through Dean, and that it was being bounced back anytime we wanted to relay it to somebody else.
I see.
So that's another reason why we needed to make sure we came in to the source.
How are we doing on the reposition, Helmswoman Peters? The big viewport in the center of the bridge gets updated, and you see a top-down map of the outer ring of the asteroid field, and you see the little Spirit of Inquiry moving along it. You see a question mark way off in the distance moving towards it, and then you also see the recovery beacon. It just says last known because you as the party, you all switched it off really quick afterwards. You only wanted it to pulse a couple times. So there's just a last known dot of where we think it might be in the system. And you can see that the Spirit of Inquiry is kind of repositioning around the outside, and it's also climbing vertically so that it can hopefully get to a place where it can beam down to the system as well. They're thinking maybe there'll be less interference from above the field of asteroids. This one is pretty tall, this field of asteroids, so it's not going to be as clear cut as go over the hill and then I can see, but they're gonna try.
So it's less of a disc shape and more of a donut shape.
Yes.
Oh.
More of a Taurus, if you will.
Ooh.
It's just a big Ford logo. So as the Spirit of Inquiry is repositioning, Helmswoman Peters says, "Yes, Captain, we should be in position within maybe an hour." Excellent. Ronan, let's step into my office. And on the way into the office, you can see that there's a really ad hoc button that's been added to the door of his office later, in the voyage. It's not part of the original installation. And he presses it, and a little confirmation message of a recording of Jackie's voice goes, "Paging Dean." And he steps into the office, and the door kind of slides shut behind him. As the door closes, he says, "All right, so the crew is safe. There's no immediate threat to them. We have some concerns that our systems have been compromised. So Dean and Adelaide MacArthur have been going through all the spectroscopy data and working on stuff from the compliance department to try and make sure that our system is clear. We will, of course, have to figure out what to do about Station Gamma itself. What do you mean alternative, a secondary objective? What objective could we have that has to do with a station that's out here?"
Well, when we got there, they just kept questioning us about supplies. They kept asking us, "Are you the supplier? Aren't you here to give us supplies?"
So they're anticipating that we were bringing them, food?
Correct. Basically food, medicine, things just, get through. And we had no idea there would even just be human life out here, so we were just as in the dark as they were. So we shared stories and shared, information that was kind of more, I guess what you could say, important to share at the time. But we got a good understanding of each other, and it just seems that they were just left out here to die, it seems, like in a way, or just forgotten.
Interesting. So what has their objective been? Like, what is the purpose of there being a station this far out in space?
Well,
Are they looking for cosmetaline?
Yes.
So how long have we known about cosmetaline?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
The door hisses open as Dean Lagrange steps into the room. That seems to be a rather more complicated question than we might have anticipated, Captain Gamma. Dean Lagrange, resting on his cane, walking into the room, red suit, white hair, big floofy beard. If he didn't look so much like an anime villain, he might look like Santa. Walks into the room, and he just leans a little bit on one wall. He looks like weary. His eyes are a little bit bloodshot from staring at screens. There's like some extra wrinkles and stuff, as he's been like compressing and kind of like looking at, is that really that kind of thing? Like whatever is happening right now is taxing Dean Lagrange. And Dean says, Captain Gamma, the Department of Compliance dates back farther than perhaps the central cosmic government of our solar system. And we do have some secondary objectives that, frankly, were written into the rules as like, oh, these are so old they'll never come up. Like that rule about how you can't own 2 horses before, they're just things that were in the documents. And it was like, why amend what's historically accurate? This is genuinely the first time that I am encountering the idea that Station Gamma is anything more than a pile of rubble. They fell out of contact with the department long before you or I were born, Captain, 400 or 500 years ago. And to the best of my knowledge, they were out here as a wreckage. I was sent to attempt to reestablish contact with them as a tertiary objective to our course, and it seems we have succeeded, so I guess go for us, but I didn't even think it worth mentioning to you because I thought it wasn't a possibility. They sent me with an artificial intelligence that was supposed to be extra good at finding and combing through wreckages of things, a counter-intrusion protocol that would be able to work with fragments of data in order to try and construct what might have happened in the cataclysm that followed. Unfortunately, there is not an implosion of the space station. It certainly appears that there is simply a station in position. And yes, we have some surplus supplies on the off chance that we had to reload that station with things, but it's all news to me that they exist. Let's be really clear about this, Captain Gamma. There are many things I have omitted, but nothing I have directly lied to you about that I can remember right now in this moment.
We gotta comb through the logs, Chad.
Oh my goodness.
Ronan, you said the situation there is stable, yes?
As of now.
As a tertiary objective of this mission, certainly, I think it would be important for us to try and not see them blown to smithereens. So I'm glad to see us repositioning. Adelaide believes she can soon get a bead on this incoming vessel. She thinks she can track it with one of our cameras manually. And so she's going to try and simply, like they do in sports, with the camera there. In the meantime, I highly suggest that we take a few defensive precautions with the ship, because if Station Gamma is under attack, we are likely to also be under attack. Like, how many other vessels out here would there be?
Is there any way we can pull the ship closer to Station Gamma, or is there just too much debris?
Well, based on the locations that which I guess actually you would know where it is, so you can tell him and they can confirm on the map. This isn't a wondering anymore because you just flew here. Mm-hmm. Based on the location data from the dropship, it's much too deep in the asteroid field for us to bring the Spirit of Inquiry in close. We can get above it and try and establish contact, which is what we're doing right now. But the actual debris field, even with it being locked in place and static like this, the asteroids are simply too close together for us to maneuver around reliably. I don't think it would be a good idea to bring us in there. We have a second dropship, and so we could certainly have 2 dropships that are down there, but neither of them are armed. We're a scientific vessel. We have a handful of torpedoes, and we have 2 lasers that are meant for clearing rubble out of the way of our ship, or assisting in large mining operations.
DM question: do these dropships have the lasers on them?
They don't.
Damn. Okay.
They would need retrofitting if you were going to do that.
Okay.
That's not a terrible suggestion, Ronan. Maybe we can get Sam to fabricate something, but probably not in the next couple hours. Also, Captain, the fabrication suite would be one of the things that we're technically supposed to leave with Station Gamma, so it might not be good to like tie it up with something right now. This is a matter of ship defense.
You might want to tell Astro about all this too. He's gonna be wondering where all this is going.
That's true. Astro is going to have some questions. It's probably a good thing that he's not on board the ship while we work this out.
Oh, what do you think I should do? Should I go back and try to?
I think we should wait until we assess the danger here, because if there is a danger to Station Gamma, we should send you back to get our crew out. Station Gamma, to my knowledge, as the primary, he makes like a really pointed look at Dean, objective of this mission, has nothing to do with the safety of my crew, and I'm certainly not going to put them at risk to defend it.
I will say one thing though, that this Station Gamma is well armed, at least better than we are. So
armed how? Like what kind of defenses do they have?
Oh, well, like I would imagine that they have like external defenses, but when we got in there, let's just say that they were.
So to be clear, Ronan, are you saying that they are well armed, or that you are imagining that they are well armed? This is not to insult you. There's a very big difference between those two pieces of knowledge. Them appearing to be defended and us knowing they have defenses.
On foot they're well armed, but maybe in space I'm imagining it. I'm imagining.
Did you observe any defensive platforms?
I did not.
Okay.
I'm just imagining that.
Great.
But I can tell that hand-to-hand combat, they are armed to the teeth.
Well, I suppose if this incoming vessel attempts a boarding, that's useful.
Yes. But, okay, never mind.
What?
Moving on.
What? So, what do you think needs to happen next, Ronan? You were at that station. Do you think they're ready to receive supplies? Should we try and offload some things and send them as like a negotiation tactic? We could send Captain Gamma or I down to sort of interface with their leadership. Should we focus on what do you think our priorities should be?
I think if either of you are going to come down, it needs to be you, because you're the one that had the information of this station.
As the GM, which of them are you talking to?
Oh, Dean.
Dean.
Yeah. You're the only one who had the information and data of this station, so I think it'd be best if you joined me on this. I do think it's wise to bring some supplies with us to show them that, hey, we can still help a little bit. Like, we didn't know, try to keep the peace. You know what I mean? I think we're doing a pretty good job at that, but maybe some extra supplies will reassure them. So I agree with that.
Your thoughts, Captain Gamma? As the players, what do you think is the most interesting outcome of this conversation? Do you think the most interesting outcome is that Chet Gamma says, yes, go? Do you think the interesting outcome is that he stays and he says, no, get my crew out? What do you think makes for the most interesting story from this point forward?
It'd be funny if you got Astro's call right now.
This would be a really funny time to get Astro's call.
Oh, man.
That's kind of a fun interruption. Do you remember how Astro started that call?
Yes.
Okay. So you're in the room.
Yeah.
They're having this discussion, and suddenly the communicator. No, it's not a communicator.
It's in his head.
Suddenly, Captain Gamma almost looks like he gets a headache. He like. Oh, that's weird. That it almost feels like.
Captain, this is a cipher that is quantumly linked us, so this is a safe communication. I only have 3 minutes to tell you what is happening on Station Gamma.
There's something really weird going on right now. It's like I'm imagining something strange. Yeah, okay. Give me a pen and paper. Pen and paper. Yeah. Yeah. Great.
So when we communicated with the Spirit of Inquiry, Milspec has infected it and is trying to, so beef up defenses on the ship security system. And also this ship is coming towards us, is very hostile. We think it's revenge for the Cosmetaline, because Cosmetaline is quantumly linked to other systems, so they could be responsible for billions of people's death. That's why the Station Gamma... Stop.
I was away for 2
hours.
Stop the cosmetically production because it could be responsible for killing an entire system. We think this could be a revenge ship for killing their people, and they're here to essentially take us out. We are attempting diplomatic solutions, and that should be the top priority to see if we can smooth things over and try to explain that we didn't know when this when we started cosmetically research that this is what it would lead
Okay,
to.
so what do you suggest that I do? And then he stands there for 30 seconds, and it seems like no new information comes in. And then he goes, weird, it's gone. It's really strange.
You good, Captain?
Yeah, I just heard from Astro. Like, I don't know. Anyway, Astro, or perhaps I'm high. Astro attempted to communicate he says that we're responsible for billions of deaths. Or not we, he said they are I took notes, and he like sets it down. He goes, Dean, what do you make of that? Then there's a little bit more of like, analysis.
Ronan's gonna kind of put his head in his hands. He knows exactly what's going on.
Said several times, everything's great over there. They're safe. Doing good. You missed a lot.
Gone for 2 hours.
It was we were like a 3-hour session yesterday.
Oh, was that intense?
It was,
can't wait
we had
for
a
this.
lot going on.
Yeah.
Astro did say to reposition
Yes.
in a defensive or observational position.
That's right. Okay, so the one thing that Chet's going to do right away then, he's going to be like, you two figure out what to do with this. I have to reposition our ship again. And he steps back out into the bridge, and then the door seals behind him, so you don't hear the orders, but you feel the engines like, like everything spins up big as the ship repositions itself. Looking at, he's got a little smaller viewport there in the... Dang, this isn't working.
I just remembered that we went to the zoo while he was
I had such a good time while I was there. Yeah, I was like a little kid. Like I could meet. I'm there, and we're like all cotton candy in our spinning little hats. As soon as I leave, it's just like chaos. Like the world is burning.
brother.
Oh no.
Elliot was in a missile silo.
Holy
no.
smokes. We'll get there.
Looking at the little position, the kind of smaller map in the office, you can see that what he's doing is he's still going above the asteroid field, but now he's bringing the inquiry in really close to one of the asteroids.
Yeah.
So that if he sees a projectile coming their way, hopefully you can just boop, behind. Like space combat is a distance of like billions of kilometers. So if something is coming towards your ship, you can just
Yeah.
you have time. It's not like, oh, that rocket, it's so
watched
fast.
Star Wars.
Like
All of them.
you have some time to move out of the way, especially with only a single hostile entity on the map.
I just had a thought and I don't like it.
That sucks.
Something tells me the capabilities of this ship's gonna be a lot crazier.
It can time travel.
It does have a giant stopwatch on the front.
We don't know if it can time travel. Trevor specifically has inferred that they time travel.
We've
just to be clear about what's been
we've
said at
all
the table.
We all suspect it.
We all suspect it has
see
a
a
giant
big-
stopwatch.
Buddy,
on it.
I have my suspicions. As the spirit of inquiry goes in closer to the rock, you and Dean are now standing there, looking over at these notes, which are basically saying what Trevor just relayed. So you kind of have that information now. Well, it seems like the first thing we need to do is get the crew off of that station.
Agreed.
It's certainly not going to be safe to leave them there. I think I might need to go to that station and try and coordinate some kind of reasonable defense for them. If they've been out here with outdated equipment and information systems, I mean, they're not going to know what they don't have a data sphere. They don't have their own artificial intelligence to defend them.
Correct.
They don't. Perhaps I can rein in Milspec and kind of, aim it at the attacking vessel. For all of its
Great minds.
If you think that's best, Dean, I was like, I don't really know too much about AI other than Jackie. So,
yeah. Why don't you get the dropship refueled and go through the pre-flight checklist for it so it's ready to take off when Captain Gamma and I come to a conclusion on what needs to happen next.
all right, I will do that then.
Excellent. And you step out of a very tense bridge. You head back down to the dropship where Kyle Smith and Dr. Zara Lowe are both waiting for you from the engineering department. You get back down and Kyle goes, yeah, I understand we've got to get this thing ready to fly again. What do you need? How can I help?
We're going right back out. I just need a full refuel. I need any extra potential weaponry that I can carry, like any small arms that maybe...
Small arms? Yeah, absolutely.
Just a couple, just enough that maybe I can fit the rest of the drop squad with, just in case.
All right, I'll hit up the armory.
Other than that, that's the only thing I could think about.
All
We
of
do need
Talia's weapons
a bit of supplies. This is if you could I have had like Dean or like Chet like send down maybe like a mini invoice of just like a sample supply, like group of
Like a
supplies.
list or something, like a
Yeah,
checklist of like
a-
stuff they might want.
Yeah, just some supplies to give the people, remember, for like our little like peace treaty, or like to help them.
You could call back now with your communicator and ask for one. You
Well-
didn't say it while you were up there.
Now I think it's more dire, the situation. I
Okay.
think we're gonna forget the supplies for now. We're gonna leave those behind. I think just bringing some extra backup weaponry for the squad might be useful, just in case.
Right.
Other than that, I think.
Shouldn't all of Talia's stuff still be on the ship?
Yeah, but Talia only has like enough for like 2 people.
It's true. She only brought enough stuff for
Yeah.
her and Ronan.
So I would just a couple extra things. That's when it just comes to that. Maybe like throw. No, I think we're good actually here. That's really all I can think of right now. Just
All right.
fuel
Well,
it
when
up.
you finish your checklist, meet me in the holodeck. I'll get a list of possibilities, and we'll kind of build a kit together to get you what you need.
Word.
Right.
Sounds good.
And Kyle heads off, and so then it's just you and Dr. Zarlo. She's already got the refueling tank, and her suit is on, so she's already outside the airlock, kind of plugging that thing in. But over the comm, she says, "All right, so we'll get you refueled. What else do you need?"
I wish I could put some weapons on my ship, but I don't think I can do that right now.
Not easily. I suppose I could take one, like, I could literally take a torpedo out of our torpedo bays and just kind of anchor it to your ship. It wouldn't have any targeting, but, you can point and shoot.
Can we do that, actually?
Yeah, let me get you one.
Right.
And then
We'll make it work.
as a reminder, it's going to affect your weight distribution, but with the comms array off of here, I think you should be okay.
Sounds good.
Great. And she's already outside of the ship, so she just kind of pulls herself, like in 0G, she just maneuvers up to where like the outside of the torpedo bays are, and she like overrides the doors and they slide open, and she literally it's 0G. She just pulls a torpedo out of the torpedo bay and then kind of hustles it, over one shoulder, like kind of climbs her way down and gets it back to the ship. And so she's going to busy herself anchoring this. I can handle this if you want to go and get with Kyle and figure out what you need for your other equipment.
Perfect. All right, that makes me feel a little bit better. All right, so he'll run down to Kyle.
Okay, you head down to the holodeck. Kyle has a holographic display of like the different EVA suits, like the pressure suits that you're wearing, and he's got all of these different things kind of spinning around that are like you can attach them in this way, but like we need to make sure the weight is balanced. So we're kind of it's almost like if you've seen the newer Spider-Man movie where he's on the plane and he like builds the new spider suit and he has like and he's like, okay, put the thing here, put the thing there. And so you have a chance here to, within reason and making sure that it feels like something that can be maneuvered, you are going to design the suit and tell me what's cool about it. And then the players are each going to roll for the levels of the artifacts that you choose to attach to the suit. So essentially, you're making an opposed boarding outfit, right? Like a kit
For everybody?
Yeah, you'll get 4 of them. It'll be like the Iron Man briefcase, like you,
Heck yeah.
and they like nanobot over you. So right now, what I want you to do is get designing.
All right. So what we're going to have is basically a kind of like a skin tight suit at first. It's going to be very much carbon fiber based.
Ooh.
With the look of that, at least. I'm thinking we'll start from the bottom and work our way up. I think just having we'll have the boots pretty much attached to like the pants. That's like all gonna be in one go. But the boots themselves will have like straps on them. They'll have a little bit, and those straps themselves will have little armor plating on each of the straps.
Okay.
A little extra armor plating. The armor itself is gonna be on a sleek design to where it's like pointed or at least curved to the back to make it almost look like we're kind of moving in a way. That's why I want the armor to kind of like almost like if it's going in
Like aerodynamic.
yeah, but kind of always go behind us in a way, like the design of it. I think on the sides, like down on this side, it'll have like
Make sure you use your mic.
it'll have like almost 2 helixes of like are shaped of like armor pieces. So imagine like a helix, but as like an armor piece, like on like the thigh here.
Okay.
And that'll be over top of that. I'm I'm thinking, oh man, I'm almost going like straight Spartan suit with this.
Talk about capability. Like, are you gonna in the boots? Are you gonna put magnets so they can attach to? Oh, I forgot this mic stand was broken. Are you gonna put magnets so they can attach to the?
We're making some
like metal deck,
yep.
or are you got like what's that all look like?
We're gonna make some boots that have the little magnets.
Okay.
Definitely, you can walk
Grav
on
boots.
something or under something. I think I should have a little burst function either as a jetpack or as like on the bottom of the shoes. I think either I think it'd be too much if it would just be used like all the time, but I think something to have like a nice burst, like if you wanted to get like a double jump in or something like that, like I think that'd be a really cool function.
What about? I'm trying to think in terms of like what feels like physically practical to create. What about a force of? It's almost like you're just getting shoved really hard from behind, so it's like throw you out of the way of something more than
Like a thruster.
yeah. And it's like and maybe those are consumable. Like you use it the one time and you burnt through it because like how much propulsion can you carry without it affecting weight? Okay, so we've got grav boots, we've got the propulsion, like an extra that'll like ease a speed task by 2, right? You know, like that kind of, or by level when the players roll for it.
Moving up to, I think mainly everything up here in the chest area is going to be more protective for protective reason. You might have a couple utility pouches here. Might be like something for ammo over this side or any other like weaponry, like a grenade if needed. I want there to be a blade attached though. Like I want us to have like the blade, but I want it to be like one of the chest ones where you're like that.
Oh yeah, like I see what you mean.
A sheath like here, like one of those.
Like
sheaths
it's like a longer, like a military combat knife type looking thing. Okay.
But one of the sheaths that goes across like the chest area, I think that'd
Sweet.
be pretty cool. I will say with the gloves, I want there to be like maybe a padding on the palm or something that can maybe have like an EMP effect or something. Like say,
oh, what if instead of the gloves, what if we do that with the knife? What if we put a battery in the blade so that the knife is an EMP or it's a knife? Like at the handle, you just you click the button and
I
it
have a
zaps
feeling
things.
there's going to be some mechanics or robots we might have to.
That's cool. All right, I can make that.
In our experience, the robots, they might. Where are we going next? I'm sorry.
You got helmet, shoulders.
Oh, shoulders.
I mean, this is a pretty sweet kit you've got built here. This might be enough.
I think with the helmet should be not too heavy on the head. Definitely something lightweight. I want a very open visor, but protected visor.
All right.
So I want them to have full visibility, not have any like.
You and every armor designer in history.
Yeah, I don't want a stormtrooper helmet. But with that open visibility, obviously we have the.
No, keep going. Keep going.
Just to make you want to have a heads-up display, be able to have a heads-up display on the inside of that.
Right.
And why not? It's gonna be a heated / cooled suit.
Climate control.
Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, love that.
Climate control.
Right.
I'm sorry, I'm not gonna put a bathroom in it though. You're gonna have to actually get out of the suit. Dude.
All right, now here's the other question. Let's talk about oxygen reserves. All right, now we can get an hour oxygen in there, no problem. That's what our current suits have. But if we add more oxygen, the extra tanks are going to hinder people's ability to maneuver in combat.
I have a great idea.
You're not there.
I know.
What do you think?
So we want to. It's the question of the size.
The question is how much oxygen, right? Like an hour is a pretty good amount, especially if you're just trying to get into another sealed section of a space station. Yeah. But if you're expecting to need to like board another ship, right, then an hour might not do it. If you've got to cut through a hull or if you've got to...
Can we make it with 2 tanks that we can detach a tank with ease if need be to like save weight and still have the other tank available?
Yeah, we could do that. So you could have the option, but then just while the 2 tanks are, while I have the 2 tanks, it's definitely going to get in the way a little bit.
Exactly. Say one's empty, right. I can just like cut that one off and now I've saved a little bit.
Absolutely, yeah.
All right, I like that idea.
All right, cool. All right, I'll get this thing put together and then we'll get working from there. Give me a couple hours to see if I can get these things fabricated with Sam. And then I'll get them kind of arranged for you. We'll get that all situated. Anything else you need from me right now? Or can I go get going on that?
Nope, Ronan's just kind of got to sit back and look at the design and be like, nope, I'm good to go.
It looks good on you. Kyle like takes the hologram and kind of like overlays it on you, right? Yeah. So you're like standing in the wireframe of the suit. It's pretty cool.
And he's Ronan's gonna go while.
Oh wait, it's missing something. Let's try. Kyle kind of like does some kind of hand gesture that the holodeck is expecting, and it pulls up a huge swatch of paint colors. He's like, and he takes that like signature yellow and black look of the Spirit of Inquiry, and he just kind of like splat paints it on you, so it's like a marbling look of black and yellow. Try targeting that with an artificial intelligence. Yeah.
It's missing one more thing.
Oh.
And he's gonna go ahead and mess with it. Obviously, he's not used to using it, so he's gonna kind of like mess up
A little
bit
clumsier.
here and there. And he's gonna get a skull and crossbones and put it right over the visor, so that the skull is over the visor and the crossbones going around the helmet. Just
You gonna
for
be
him.
able to see through that?
Just for him.
That's cool. All right. I love that. Right. We'll make it
for
happen.
Ronan.
And then he's going to actually. You should do like a custom emblem for the others too, so that each of them gets something sweet.
Oh shoot!
What emblem are the others going to get? In the meantime, players, I'm going to need each of you to roll a d6 for me. These are going to be the levels of the artifacts in the suit. So we've got the grav boots, we've got the thruster pack, we've got. Oh no! What was the other thing you added? You added another. Oh, the EMP knife.
Yep. Said D6.
Not for you. They're going to roll your levels. You are deciding what the emblems will be on the other people's suits.
Well, I mean, you don't get a suit, but it would be a bunny, naturally.
Right. What does Astro get?
I got a 5.
Sorry, I meant for your emblem.
Astra gets a clipboard. No, I'm kidding.
Just skull and crossbones, clipboard.
That's pretty sick.
I would love a clipboard. We could also do a wrench.
You could.
That's too funny.
Wrench would be good too.
I think a wrench would be the best one. Like,
Sweet.
and you don't have to. You don't have to have your visor.
Instead
you
of
can put it, like,
crossbones,
anywhere.
it's wrenches.
Oh my gosh, that'd be
Yeah,
actually
clipboard.
Skull and wrenches.
Clipboard and wrenches.
Clipboard and wrenches.
Clipboard and wrenches.
Yeah.
Skull and crossbones. What's Data Man Mark Putty getting?
Oh, you have to be like a. Could it be like a splicer and like a
A curry.
Oh my gosh, a curry.
A bowl of curry as the skull.
Oh yes, that'd be cool.
That'd be
And
fun.
then chopsticks.
Chopsticks underneath.
Chopsticks are little,
Sweet.
little Gene.
We gotta go
little
Talia.
keyboards.
I was going to say, what are you giving Talia?
She gets the skull and crossbones.
I feel like she would get the skull and crossbows too, but she's also like she wasn't piratey. So
What if you do like crossed pistols?
Yeah.
I think the pistols are good.
Or
yeah.
shotguns.
Ooh.
I feel
Or,
like we're
yeah,
just having,
shotguns,
like-
maybe just 'cause
I'm
they're
just
longer.
like picturing like the Halo Legendary emblem just on like my mask right now. I think
Yeah,
it's
that's
so
sweet.
badass. But,
Dude,
like,
we should
I'm thinking-
100% 3D print these helmets
Yeah.
for everybody. That's so fun.
That'd be cool.
Jackie get.
I have like
Jackie,
a
Jackie will have to render her own one, so she'll get to tell us what it looks like. Jacqueline, the grav boots, what level are they?
They are 5.
Level 5 grav boots. Let's go. Trevor, the
Can you let him? Can you let him like say anything? Like there's like the whole. He's trying to do a whole thing.
I know he is. It's just funny. We all rolled 5s.
We all.
did Mark roll a 5 too?
Well,
Yes!
spoiler.
That's
I rolled a 5 too, yeah.
That's insane.
That's actually really
Wait,
good.
what are they?
We're locked in.
1 out of 6 times 1 out of 6 times 1 out of 6. What is that?
6 cube, 1 over 6 cube.
36. Yeah, times 6. That's
No,
a lot.
6
That's a
cube.
rare.
That's a lot.
That's
That's
cool,
a lot.
math.
That's
a lot.
what's crazy about it is
much
this
math.
isn't the first time it's happened at this table because you had to do that to get the Rod of Luck.
So do we
You had to have the
That's
same
true.
rolls in a row.
Wow.
The Rod of Luck.
No, not here. That would be funny. So we have level 5 grav boots, level 5 EMP knife, and level 5 thruster pack. You're gonna ease a maneuvering task by 5 steps? Good grief!
You should've
What
thought
a
of it.
suit!
Thanks for the toys.
Yeah, thanks for the toy.
I'm definitely gonna need
I don't-
some way to
I get
recall
none of
all
that.
that data.
I'm writing it down.
Although it would have sucked if we all rolled 1s.
Yeah, I'm gonna just text the group really quick what those things were that are on the suits.
Okay.
Level 5 grav boots.
Yeah, I'll keep the party going. So, yeah, the note that was passed around for chat's sake while Josh was saying this was now mind you, it didn't affect play too much because I already had like the abilities and stuff from it, but I didn't realize I never updated my tier number.
Yeah.
So I sat down. I'm like, I always had in my mind a little behind y'all, so like me being tier 2 wasn't like crazy, and I forgot I had tiered up like a month ago. And so this entire time I've just been like, I'm gonna get to tier 3 soon. I'm gonna get to tier 3 soon. And then I picked up the card where I remember I had like a brain blast. I'm like, no, I remember picking these. These are tier 3, and I remember doing all that, and that's how I got to 8 data. And I'm like, I've been tier 3 the whole time, and it changes nothing.
It feels better though.
It does feel better.
I also realized that we had an ability that we haven't really used, and I feel like could have been.
Yeah, no, keep that one between us. All right,
That's what I was just saying earlier.
You should tell Tyler though.
Yeah, Tyler, you saw the bottom, the pencil one, right? Yeah, we're gonna keep that one. We're gonna keep that in our back pocket. I mean, Josh is aware of it, I'm sure, but it's funnier if Josh doesn't know which thing we're aware of.
Yep. It's nice for us to have a secret from
Yeah, a little secret.
tiny secret.
Imagine having secrets
Inconsequential.
from the other players at the table.
Yeah.
Who would do that?
I don't know. A cruel person.
A rude person for
Someone
sure.
heartless.
Someone with bad shiz.
Someone bad. Shoes.
As you are finishing up on the holodeck and you begin walking back down towards the dropship, it's a lot of ship to cover. But on your way down there, your communicator flashes up with a counter. It's counting down from 4 hours, and the counter it comes with a little caption from Adelaide that's like time until weapons range of the incoming vessel. So that's not necessarily saying that it has weapons. We don't know that 100%. We think so. It's not necessarily saying it will attack. It's just saying if it's got weapons of what we understand, this is how long it is until it's in range. So that's the kind of current countdown that's happening. As you get back to the ship, Zarlo is finishing up with the fuel line, and she's got the one torpedo kind of anchored onto the bottom of it.
Nice.
And then you also get a little ping from Sam Nova that's just like, hey, just letting you know I received the order. The fabrication's beginning. I'll keep you posted. And she's getting to work on that. What's Ronan doing? Anything he's going to do before he heads back out?
Ronan's gonna take this time, I guess, because
Or maybe if he's got some downtime before something crazy
gonna go
happens,
cook.
where's he going? Is that his his safe place?
Yeah, you know, he's going to the kitchen.
He's
Meal
cooking
prep.
for sure.
Yeah, he's gonna go to the kitchen. He knows that there's nothing else that
He's
he can
packing
do.
us lunches.
There's nothing else. Oh, you know what? Actually, it's a good idea. There's nothing he can do at this very moment. He knows that, but he's not a person to panic in those types. So he just knows, okay, time to fill my time with something.
You should make the best burger you've ever made.
Oh, he's literally he's just gonna go.
Give it to the UK top brass.
Making he's gonna go and make that's probably a good idea. Go over there. We'll fire up the grill. He has V with him. His little bot doesn't get much recognition anymore.
No.
And he's gonna start throwing some spices together, making a little extra sauce for his burger there. He likes to have a special burger there. It makes it a little sweeter. We're gonna say throw some bacon together. He has some space bacon. But he's gonna take some little bit of jelly there. He's gonna mash it all up, make that that bacon jam. Ooh.
Dang, dude, you're making me hungry for lunch.
Put that. He's gonna get a piece of cheddar cheese, pop that on the burger, smoke it a little bit, pop the bacon jam right on top of some lettuce and tomato, and it is a sweet burger.
We're live on the air. You can't talk dirty like that.
And he's gonna go ahead and sit down and enjoy himself and have himself a little burger there. After he's finished,
As he enjoys himself, if there were an NPC who you think it would be interesting to walk into the ship's galley and sit down to eat lunch as well and have a little interaction with Ronan, who do you think that would be fun to see, players?
Who is he beefing with right now?
He and Victor Meridia are a little awkward because he told Victor to shut up. He snapped at him while he was telling a story.
I thought him and I made up though.
He did light patchwork.
Yeah, there was a little bit of patchwork there. And then, I mean, he never feels great about Dean, but Dean is definitely busy right now.
I think Victor would be good.
They're talking to people. There's Kaya Smith, who's his buddy. Arboretum.
He's been feeling left
Arborist.
out.
There's... I don't know if there's anyone else you have a really strongly established relationship with on
I
the
think
ship
Victor
already.
would be a good moment.
Kaya wouldn't be bad.
Okay. You're sitting there eating, and the door kind of hisses open, and in walks ship's medic, Dr. Victor Meridia. Ronan. Hello. How are things going?
Victor,
with
how's it
everything?
going? Pull up a seat.
Okay. And he comes over and sits down next to you.
There you go. You come to get food? Are you hungry?
Oh, no, just taking a stroll about the ship and making this microphone break more. Just taking a stroll about the ship. How are they? I understand you've been away and back, and like what's going on with you? Certainly, the ship's got a lot of activity happening on it.
Well, I feel like I should be doing something right now, but I'm on waiting mode at the moment, waiting for the ship to get refueled and some extra fabrication work to get finished up there. But as soon as I figured, what's better way to kill time than come do what I like to do, which is cook. And I haven't eaten in a little bit, so decided to make something up. Did you want me to make you something here while we're chatting?
No, that's okay. I'm just taking a stroll. I've eaten already.
No problem.
Just wandering about. I can. Well, anyway, so tell me more about what you're thinking about. He's like very clearly trying to not sidetrack the conversation with a story.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, it's like that's what I'm doing here, basically, just kind of trying to kill some time. The rest of the drop squad is sitting there on the. Oh, hello. Oh, are you happy to see?
Where'd he go? Dad?
What? Sorry, did I say that out loud?
Yeah, you really. This thing is stressing me out. It is moments away from. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, that was better.
I would say it's fixed.
that helps.
Actually, I pretty much feel like
That's good. I can set this aside.
I can't
I think
see.
I was
just
enjoying my
imagine
lunch more before Victor came in the room. He's just come in and just knocked everything over.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Sorry. I'm really sorry about that. Oh no. Ah, shoot. I knocked it off. Gosh. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. Oh no.
I love that. I think. Oh, I didn't realize how much dropped.
Just a couple days.
A lot.
No big deal.
I believe.
It's fine.
Oh, got more.
You're fine. Carry on.
I have a question for Victor, actually. But we'll wait. I'll try to keep going.
Victor suddenly seems lost for words.
You sure you don't want a burger? Oh no. Oh, there you go. That plugged back in there. Oh no.
They'll never notice.
Nobody needs to know.
Yeah.
It's gonna know.
Is this? Make sure all your mics work. I didn't just plug
I'm
yours
on.
in.
Yeah.
Okay, good. We're all set.
Working.
Check, mic check.
Hey,
Good.
hey,
We're all
hey,
set.
I'm
Check
here.
your mic.
Mike?
Yeah, this could have been Trevor's that I just unplugged for sure.
Yeah.
Right over here.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
No.
Okay.
Oh, Atlanta.
Only in my dreams. Right.
Wait.
Crazy. Did you guys hear that? Felt like a gust of wind or something just
What?
blew through. That was wild.
Oh my
Crazy.
Atlanta.
Whoa.
Sleepy Lou.
Victor, I will say one thing I have to let you know about is that this mission can go potentially sideways. So all I ask is that when I leave, that you stay prepared and on standby to assist those medically that may need it.
Proper emergency.
It's going to be one of those moments where we're going to you might have to act a lot quicker.
Excellent. It's been a while since I've had a proper
I don't doubt
emergency
your
to respond
skills
to.
at all, but just feel like I get at least the heads up.
Certainly,
just
I'll
be
have
prepared.
the surgical base spun up and ready to move. I'll get some robot assistants ready to move as well. Make sure we've got everything in place.
And just a question for my knowledge, how when it comes to like, do we have enough supplies medically? Like, for like how long would you say? Like, just think about it. Would you how many people would you be able to say we could supply with these meds? Just theoretically.
Supply in what way? We're not drug dealers.
That's not what I meant.
I mean, it would depend how many of them were ill, I suppose. I'm intending to be able to treat 20-ish crew members indefinitely. We can
Never mind
fabricate,
then.
more resources when we need them, of course.
What about definitely?
Definitely. No, I know that's gonna happen there because I don't know what's about to happen here, but I'm sorry, no ship weaponizes itself to be peaceful.
What ship is weaponizing itself?
That's the anomaly that we've come across.
Oh, it's another ship?
It's
Like
apparently
First
another.
Contact?
It's apparently another ship. Well, no, that's apparent. That's what we all found out. Oh, that's right. You have not been filled in. Oh crap. Oh, God, I'm
said
on the
too
top
much.
again. Wait, I can tell. It's not like it's confidential, right?
I don't know.
No, that's fair.
You walked in, you told the
Oh,
captain
wait.
about it, and then you left.
So, yeah. Basically, Victor, we came across a space station of other humans. That's where the rest of the drop squad is at right now.
That's crazy.
This is a conspiracy. Basically, we're trying to figure out.
It's crazy, bro.
The other anomaly apparently is another ship that neither of us, the Spirit of Inquiry, nor this quote-unquote Station Gamma is what they call.
That seems like a statistical impossibility, that after all of this journey, we would come across two important things at the same moment.
That's exactly how we feel, but I was there. I was at their zoo. They have a zoo.
Sorry, you're gonna have to back up a little bit for me, Ronan. You were where?
It's like it's literally a civilization that they have there.
In the zoo?
This Station Gamma, this space station, is an entire civilization of people. Like, people have been living here for hundreds of years.
Sounds like we're getting a lot more than we bargained for out here.
And with that being the first surprise, the second surprise is this another anomaly, which is apparently another ship of humans, but this ship is weaponized.
I can remember the first time that I've never been in a circumstance like this before. I've never come across a space station and then had another ship arrive and possibly threaten it. This is new for me.
So that's why I wanted to let you know about the information to be ready, because things might hit the fan.
I see. I guess I have a lot of preparing to do. If you'll excuse me, I'm gonna head back to the medbay now. And he stands up and, walks off back towards the medbay.
Ronan's gonna take another bite of his burger.
We cut from here to probably 2.5-ish hours later. Ronan is sitting back in the cockpit of the dropship. He is getting ready to fly back to Station Gamma. The suits are all loaded up. There are 4. They're like vials of nanobots, basically.
Yeah.
So you take the vial and you like pour it out on your forearm, and then it grows into the suit from there.
Straight Iron Man suit.
Sweet. And then the oxygen set, like the artifacts you made, are all next to them. So once the suit grows over you, you attach the magnets to your boots. You you put the EMP knife in the sheath. You bolt on the oxygen tanks, all that kind of stuff. But now everything is ready, and just like the how you have the little emblems on the helmets, they're on the lids of the vials of nanobots. So that's how you can tell which one goes to who. Sam Nova sent a note down that was like, your packaging needed a little bit more style. So she took some liberties on the packaging for it. And with all those things in place, walk us through how's Ronan feeling? What's going through his head? You're about to get clearance to take off. Take us into that scene.
This is a somewhat more familiar feeling for him once again, like any other time has been when it comes to flying a spaceship, but solely because he knows that there's I think he knows that there's gonna be some chaos that's about to happen, and him heading off on a ship that is armed and that he is ready for a fight, basically, is kind of reminding him back in the day. This is what he did when he would plunder. This was the feeling, that feeling right before battle, that no matter what happens, I'm gonna go down fighting type of thing.
What is that? Is that feeling like a high, or is that feeling like a somberness?
It's not. It's kind of like a high. He it's something that he can enjoy and be like, okay, But he doesn't focus on it in a bad way. He focuses on it in a good way, and kind of gives him that little extra energy.
That flow.
Yep. And he'll pop on the ship's systems, or actually at first, is everything clear? Are we good to go here?
They come back over the radio. Helmswoman Peters here. You are good to debark.
All right, and you can go ahead and move me out with the arm.
There's just a loud as the arms anchor to the side of the dropship and begin sliding it slowly to the side of the Spirit of Inquiry. Now in the cockpit of the dropship, you can see just how close Captain Gamma has brought the Spirit of Inquiry to the asteroid field.
Yeah.
Luckily, it's not moving, so he doesn't have to really worry about something like bouncing into the ship. But the supply tank at the bottom of the Spirit of Inquiry is almost touching. It's some of the most precise maneuvering you've ever seen in a ship of this size, and it really harkens back to this guy was an ace pilot before this was his job.
Ronan's gonna definitely acknowledge that and kind of shake his head and praise.
As the dropship slides out, you see stretching away from you kind of the rounded end of the asteroid field, right? We said it's kind of donut shaped, so you're like right at the edge of it, and you can even see the anomaly, kind of a greenish bluish tinge, just blurring towards the space here. Although from where you are, it's way too far away for you to make out any details. It's just like light glinting off of the ship as it moves towards you. The station Gamma is nearly beneath you. And actually, as the dropship is moved out into position, you also see that the Spirit of Inquiry slides just a little bit further to where it's like the asteroid's not beneath it anymore. It's just next to it. And you can see straight down from you is Station Gamma. Pretty far. It's going to be a long drive for you, but you can see Station Gamma. And in that moment, you get a little bit of crackle over the ship's comms as Station Gamma establishes a comms link with the Spirit of Inquiry because they have line of sight now, so there's no interruption with it. And you get a Spirit of Inquiry. This is Station Gamma, or yes, HMS Deep Space Facility Gamma. We have just gained visual sight of you and would like to acknowledge. Please respond. And there's a little bit of a pause, and then Deep Space Facility Gamma. This is Captain Chet Gamma. Interesting. We are in position above your location, and we are preparing to observe the incoming anomaly. We are holding off on any significant actions taken until we understand more about the threat. We realize that Field Marshal Blanche Foxworth is hoping to reach out with one more diplomatic attempt before we get this thing spicy. There's a little bit of a pause, and then they come back. It's line of sight, so you have to literally wait on the radio back and forth. Are you cutting in?
No, I just forgot Dean's with us too. Remember Dean's supposed to be on the drop.
Dean was thinking about it. Sure, let's put Dean on the ship. That's fun. I like it.
It's up to you.
Yeah, I think that's a good decision for the story, and it makes sense for the moment. Yeah. So yeah, Dean is over your shoulder, and he's just like one hand on the like rim of your chair. You know, like not on you, but like on the rim of the chair.
You say he's a good flyer in these situations.
I don't know. You've never seen him fly, so you don't really know. But Dean is just there. He's got his cane in one hand, and he almost has like an intensity. There's like an intensity in his eyes almost of like when you take somebody who has seen everything and you give them the opportunity to experience something new. There's kind of a thrill of like the job is new again, and that seems to be like the kind of energy you're getting from him. Like he's an intelligence guy who's been privy to secrets nobody else has had access to his entire life, and here is something he didn't know about, and he's getting to experience it firsthand. It's not a report on a desk. It's, you know, out there through the viewport. And he, you know, for as tense as the situation is and as seriously as he's taking it, there's a little bit of that fire in his eyes that he's like, look, this is sweet, you know, like just a little bit.
Okay.
Not quite kid in a candy shop. He's got his composure, but like just in his eyes, you can see that intensity. Maybe in the reflection off of the cockpit windows. There's a response back, copy that, Spirit of Inquiry. And then the dropship or the docking arms release the dropship, and the timing is wrong. The dropship is released before it is fully clear of the hangar, and as you bank to the side, the wing slaps into the arm of the thing of the cargo arms, and you were like as you leave. That's what leaving is.
That roll. I'm talking about the dice. I was talking.
Oh, you slam into it, and immediately you get like alarm lights, klaxons blaring. And there is it doesn't break the dropship, but there is a huge gouge in one of the wings. And Dean goes, "Oh dear. What will Ronan do in that circumstance?"
Is the other dropship good to go?
I guess you're right there, so you could just like switch over if you wanted. You would lose your torpedo.
I can't get her back down there to refit the torpedo.
Take time.
All right, fine. We'll just give the new dropship. We need to have a good dropship, so I can't not have a broken ship here. So we're gonna take this time to redock if we can.
Okay, the dropship arms don't respond properly to try and redock you.
Is this something that's quickly patchable?
What?
Is this something that's quickly patchable?
You could probably weld like through the wing, just field weld it. It's a crack through the top of the wing. It's not the whole wing
Dean,
broken
how's
off.
your welding skills?
It's been a while. I could give it a go. Dean walks over to the edge of the dropship and says, "How steady can you keep us with cracks in the wing?"
Oh, I can keep us very steady, dude.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
And Dean takes a torch. And he says, "Do we have access to Jackie? I sure would love some targeting for this." No?
I don't think
She's
so.
usually responded by now if she's around. Dang. And Dean...
Do you need a tether?
I'm tethered.
Okay.
He's in one of the normal EVA suits.
Okay.
So the dropship like door hisses open, and he goes out into the void of space.
Yep.
And it takes him a little while, maybe 30 minutes, right? But this probably isn't his main thing. But he does weld the ship back together. The whole, he just covers it with patch. And then he covers that with that like aluminum aircraft tape. And then he comes back inside, and the dropship is now good to go. Spirit of Inquiry, what just happened? You get nothing back.
Oh, shoot.
Oh.
Well, I'm sure that they can take care of that. We should probably get going.
I think you're right.
All right. Dean, you might want to strap in.
I'll be good.
All right, if you say so. Basically, as the ship gets moved out into a view with the space station directly below us, Ronan's going to just quickly jet forward into a full backflip and then just nose straight down to the...
One of those little corkscrew dives.
and
That's
just straight
sweet.
down.
You fly downwards. Dean wedges his cane into a piece of like metal venting and holds himself upright, standing still in the center of the dropship on its way down.
Cyborg, guys. I think he's part cyborg. I've had a theory of this.
I think he would have been fine if you removed the seats for weight reduction.
Exactly.
The ship races downwards towards Station Gamma, and we cut from here. On board Station Gamma.
Yeah, what's going on, guys?
On board Station Gamma, we begin. I think we begin in.
Talia leaving a missile silo.
No, we don't begin there, obviously. That would be ridiculous. No, our story here begins in
And Zeta, don't worry.
Wellington Commons
Ah,
at the tool depot.
yes.
Carefully abandoned for the shelter-in-place drill, we now find instead a single hazmat-suited regulation man strolling across the metal plating of this floor. The acrid smell of welding sparks in the air, the pressurized steam vent periodically. We see, a few orange warning lights that have now been switched to red warning lights as there's a shelter-in-place drill. The bunkers have all been closed, and so you stroll through a much emptier but still not silent, essentially engineering complex towards the tool depot at the back of the Wellington Commons. As Astro strides into that room, why don't you take us into your mind? What's Astro thinking about? What's his game plan here? What's happening with Astro?
Above table, Astro was tasked with getting materials to construct a different type of missile or to modify it.
Astro's trying to modify a missile because their stuff is old, and they wanted to be able to send a fragment of Jackie to do targeting on the missile.
And to basically put a Faraday cage on it
Okay.
so it can't be interfered with.
Was he
once launched.
given a list?
Sure.
So, Astro has his clipboard with the list of everything that he needs, and he is going through it and like devising the like most efficient way to go about gathering all the materials and then also transporting them to where people will be working. I assume he has been told where the work will be, like where the workshop is, I suppose.
Well, he's only had his tour, but
Yeah.
He certainly will need to remember those things. Why don't we make that an intellect task to remember? Because he's Astro, his job will ease it by one step. His tour is an asset to the task.
Cool.
So that will take it from, this is a very complicated building. It's probably level 6 to figure out where the heck you're going in it. You've already eased it down to a level 4. Any other assets, skills, ciphers, whatever you want to use, or effort?
Could I use an intrusion
Certainly.
to say that when he was getting his tour, the guide like briefed him on like the management system and how it operates, like how it's structured, so he can easily navigate the system to find things.
Yeah, perfect. So instead, you just walk in and you grab one of the little iPads or whatever from the wall, and you begin. Yeah, perfect. So then you don't need to roll for that. That's a great intrusion. So spend an XP on that, and you are able to navigate as you need.
So Astro's gonna start with the metal for the cage, and grab the I guess what he would deem as light enough metal as to not weigh down, but still protective enough to keep it from signals from interfering. He would grab the wire snips to shape and bend the metal as needed, and he's probably got like a cart too to put everything in, as there's a lot of stuff that he would need.
I love the idea of like there's a shelter in place, the alarms are and Astro like grabs a shopping cart,
Basically. And then he's gonna look for like a higher quality like metal for the missile to use, and to upgrade it into a more modern his modern idea of modern system, and the materials needed to I guess like have it soar through space more efficiently.
I see. And as he's going through, those are his physical actions.
Yeah.
As he's going through this, tell me about his kind of mental space. What headspace is he in?
I think he's in a very like focused state right now. Like this is his job, and he's always been very good, like once presented with a job, at completing it and putting everything that's going on with him aside. He actually prefers that, because then he doesn't have to deal with the reality outside of work.
I'm going to threaten you with a GM intrusion.
Absolutely, I'll take it.
Okay, give away 1 XP.
I'll give 1 to Ronan.
Ronan, take an XP. Astro, as you're going about your work, just as you get maybe like the second or third last material into the shopping cart, and you're like, oh, I've got to go a couple aisles over, and your mind can begin to wander a little bit.
Yeah.
You realize that in all of this life-threatening, dangerous situation, whatever, you've not once thought about your spouse, Amalthea. And like that realization hits you. What does Astro do with that?
He pauses in the moment, and he thinks about what work is to him versus what his marriage is to him, and how he's stated that he's wanted to, like, that this is his last job. He wants to retire. He wants to go home and see her and start a family. But that, like, and that's true. But he also really enjoys having like a job, so to speak, that it's a sense of like control and peace for him in like managing supplies. Like that's his has been his identity for his entire life.
And he's what, like 50s, 60s, right?
Yeah.
Like he's pretty, yeah.
So him losing that job, I think, is very like shaking to his identity and his core. And he's like wondering if he stops, like who he will be.
God damn.
I picture him like missing a screw the first time, like, oh, like getting it as you're kind of processing through that mentally. As you collect the last of your materials and you head back towards the lift system so that you can take your new kind of like, I'm imagining there's like a duffel or something that you've just kind of like filled with the stuff you need. You've grabbed a couple of the tools and that sort of thing, and you're ready to head to like where the weapons and things are. As you're headed back that way, is there anything else that Astro, I don't know, does? Is there anything else we should see of him before we move to kind of the next space here?
He pulls out his data pad and he pulls up just a still image, since he doesn't have connection to the ship, of Simon.
Of his goldfish?
Yes.
That's incredible. Is that in the duffel now? Like, are you putting it on top of the duffel, or like where's the goldfish going?
It's just a pic. It's just the data.
I know,
yeah.
but like, where's he putting his data pad?
Oh, back in his pocket.
Okay, so it's just like glowing through the high vis
And
pocket.
And he like as he's going, he's like looking at it, he's like, I'll see you soon, buddy. And then puts it in his pocket.
They're there, Simon. They're there.
We'll make it through this, buddy.
Incredible. You get back to the lift, you clip in, and you're whisked off to wherever you're headed next. In the meantime, Mark Putty, remind me what you're up to.
There were several options.
Well, I know. Yeah.
We agreed you would help with their infrastructure.
Yes, I think, yeah. I had my, what's it called? Not the inertial dampener. The structural integrity booster.
That's right,
That I
for
was
like
gonna
the hull or whatever.
Yeah, that I was going to try and retrofit and upscale to get better defense on the station.
Got it. So, So you are with, you're definitely with one of the generals then, probably the general in charge of defense, which is at the bottom of this list.
You mean the Department of War?
No, the general of defense. Defense and traffic coordination, actually. General Hilda Hawthorne, who's a little bit...
Just a bizarre combo.
well, it's defense and, like, I was thinking, like, air traffic, like research vessels and stuff.
So I see him out there with one of the lollipop ladies, as they say in England.
Yeah,
with
the
direct
yeah, right.
traffic.
Lollipop ladies, classic English saying.
It really is.
Oh, really?
It's-
I've never heard that, and I lived there for a little while.
Yeah, no.
Wow. Well, the more you know. Anyway,
I watch Taskmaster.
I see. And therefore, yeah, okay. General Hilda Hawthorne is a bear of a general. She is like everything she does communicates strength. Like she's a little too wide for most doorways. Broad shoulders. When she takes steps, the like combat boots like echo off of the metal grate, and next to her I picture fairly wiry hoodie wearing, I guess you got your EVA suit on, but like fairly wiry Mark Putty kind of strolling along in her wake as everybody clears and snaps a crisp salute at her. They don't even seem to notice Mark. Like she has such a commanding presence that as General Hawthorne walks through the station, you're just kind of like trailing along behind her.
Very blushingly red. Behind yet another strong woman.
I'm trying to think, do we have any weak women in this campaign?
No.
Maybe I've overcorrected to try and avoid being stereotypical. We'll have to find, I'll have to have someone go, what do we do? Just to try and balance out the scales.
But between Talia and this woman, these are the meatiest women we have.
I mean, other female characters aren't like necessarily physically strong.
That's true.
Right. That's what I mean.
Just emotionally.
Yeah.
Hilda Hawthorne leads you to the command and control center at the top of the station. She takes you to like, do you know how in the Empire State Building there's the top floor and then there's like the little structure-y floor above that?
Sure.
This is like that, like a utility platform at the outside of the station. It has a big dome over it, so it's pressurized with oxygen and stuff. But from here, you have, it's like asteroids all spread out around you, and you can get access to, like, there's a huge plate that can be sort of popped off the station. The station is big enough for 450,000 people. They can't protect it long ways. What they can do is turn it so that it presents the thinnest profile and then put a big plate of, titanium in front of it that way. And so that's kind of the defensive positioning for the station, is like if there's going to be an impact, they kind of steer it and then they put this big plate in front of it, and the plate is sacrificial. The expectation is that it will fail.
Okay.
It is probably a level 7, I would say, piece of titanium. And they, she kind of gets you access to it. Goes, right, we're going to have to EVA to get here. Is your suit pressurized?
Yes.
Excellent. She walks over to a door. There's like a little like RFID scanner. She like holds up a little badge, whatever, and it blinks green, and the door whooshes open. The air shoots out of the dome, which is its own kind of airlock. And then she, clips into a tether. She clips you into a tether, and she motions you this way. And you follow her out onto the kind of truss, like the structural piece that's holding this. The plate is like folded over on itself. So it's like a semicircle off to one side of the station. And then if they launch it, it opens up like that to cover the top profile of the station. So she walks you over there and just kind of gets ready to watch you work and make sure that, you don't fall away, basically. walk us through Mark's mental space as he's kind of taking on this task.
He's stressed, to say the least. He's just tried to capture Milspec and failed at that. Really, for quite a while, thought that he did irreversible damage to the station when all the doors went out and the lights went out. So he's really just trying to focus up, put all of his anxieties aside as best as he can, and juice it up.
Got it.
Yeah.
So you get out there and you have the cipher, which is great. I would like you to roll a speed task. This is to determine how long the task will take you. You succeed regardless. Sure. So it's not like, don't waste effort on this. This is just to see, unless you really want to, I guess.
Please, I just don't want to take forever. There's other things I want to do. Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Let's go.
He's locked in.
I believe that cipher upgrades the level by 1.
Yes.
We'll upgrade it by 2.
Let's go.
Yeah,
So this is a level 9 shielding now that you've created for
I
them.
see this as what Talia had said, even though she kind of half meant it as a joke and it turned into a bigger thing, of what else is new, of Mark messed up yet another thing. After that little spat, he kind of accepted that into his being, that he has been reckless, that he has let his emotions get in the way, and he's feeling really like he's in his element. He has the confidence that he can do this, that he can help these people, and he's gonna get that shit up and running, baby.
Insane. You get the thing attached, and you also, while you're down there, you're like, oh, I see here, like this kind of relay, there's a different kind of code that could get this deployed faster. If we just, it's all analog, signals on and off. You can, anybody can mess with that.
Yeah.
And so you note that, and when you get back into the ship, back in the observation dome, before you even leave, you're like, get me a computer. You know what I mean? Like, let me fix this while it's in my head.
Yeah.
And so you just kind of sit down really quick in the corner with this backdrop of like asteroids around you. Just outside the window, we see this huge metal plate waiting to be deployed defensively. The rumble of the engines as the entire city-sized structure is rotating into position. And then you, illuminated by just like the dim blue glow of an old laptop. They didn't even have blue light filters yet.
Yeah.
This old laptop
My eyes
that you're working on. So chunky. It's like, 2 pounds. This thing's huge. You just sit down to mess with this laptop. You add in a few lines of code, and then you run a quick simulation, and you watch as the little wireframe rendering. It's like triple the speed that it deploys at. Incredible.
Nice.
And that's maybe the major effect there. We cut from there to the Dover Military Complex, or I'm sorry, the Dover Security District.
Ooh.
Dover Security District, where Jacqueline, you've been handed off to Brigadier Reginald Fortescue. Reginald Fortescue is in charge of getting you access to whatever it is you need technologically, and so he's holding your. Can I have the Cortex? He's holding the Cortex in one hand, but of course he has no experience with this, so he's like trying to make eye contact with you. So he's like, yes, what do you need?
All right. First, you probably want to hold me flat because it's weird to project my hologram facing towards you when you're holding me vertical.
Right. Yes, of course, I understand.
Yeah, you're holding my cortex vertically. Hold it flat.
Sorry.
No, that's landscape. Turn it away from yourself. Yeah. Okay. No, down. There. We see how flat we're getting? You see how flat? Like if you're to set it on a table. How would you set it on a table? That's not how you
Oh,
say it.
I see. I understand.
you go.
Yes,
Guy sucks.
He
Thank
rolled
you.
in
This
that one.
is
It's
much
okay.
better for displaying my hologram. Okay.
Excellent.
So, our objective, as I understand it, is to try to get diplomatic... You can just set me on a table. It's okay, you can just set me on a table.
Well, but then you'll be down there, and I don't want to feel like I'm looking down at you. It would be kind of a power dynamic.
That's actually very respectful, thank you.
Yes.
No, yeah, hold me.
Yes.
Anyway.
There.
Oh, God.
Sorry, that was Josh bleeding into the character too much. It just was a funny moment. Okay, carry on.
So yes, we've been tasked with trying to open diplomatic channels to potentially find a peaceful resolution, or at least delay whatever's about to happen. We're first going to have to upgrade your comms array.
Excellent. I've got you here in the signals room. How do I connect you to the computers?
Any kind of port, USB port, I think is of your era.
Yes, we have USB A and C.
It doesn't matter, just put me near one of them.
Just near it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Preferably set me down. There you go. Okay, you could have not dropped me. That's fine.
Ow.
I think he put you down gently. I just have a bunch of crap in front of me.
Okay. The dongle like.
Wow, that's fascinating. Wow, that was a really good glitch. I was gonna play you one, and then you did that instead.
And I'm connected. Okay. I want you to be ready to disconnect me in case our friend finds me.
Understood. And also, let me bypass these. And he signs in, gets you admin access basically through this computer. So the computer gets elevated to pseudo root.
Okay.
There you are.
Am I signed in as root and as you?
Yes.
All right, that might help disguise me for a bit. First we gotta upgrade this comms array. Okay. Ooh, wow, this is archaic. But I think physically, hardware-wise, we can work with this. I just need to change how your algorithms process this data. And I'm gonna do a roll.
Yes, you are. An intelligence roll, if you will. You'd be so kind.
I smelled you all.
And we're...
This communication system is tier 1 or level 1.
And so the higher I roll, the higher...
So yeah, the higher you roll, the better you can upgrade it.
Okay. I'm assuming I have more than one action to do this.
Yes. I think each time you come up with a new techno-jargony way to approach the problem, I'll let you roll again.
Okay.
Think of this as the scenes in The Matrix or the older computer movies where you're yeah, I've just got to get into the mainframe in order to bypass the... you keep hitting me with the knowledge and you can keep rolling the stuff.
I see that we have this hardware. It's meant more for radio signals, but they can receive other frequencies. Let me run some simulations. I'm gonna use anticipation.
Okay.
And, alright, this might be our best way. Let me update these algorithms. Sorry, this is gonna be a little black box to you, but trust me on this one. Okay, here's goes nothing. I'm using an XP to re-roll that. Woo! We're not one that.
Just as your friend and the GM,
Yeah.
since you can roll infinitely many times on this task, as long as you keep coming up with things to jargony on,
Yeah.
it might not be worth using XP.
All right. What's free GM intrusion?
Oh, is it now? You can use it. I just was saying, if you're just trying to roll better, I think the GM intrusion is just a time cost. I think that your anticipation,
Okay.
you ran some simulations first, and the simulations take a long time to run. Also,
Gotcha.
a 1 is not higher than a 3, so you don't actually upgrade anything this
Right.
round of it. Maybe you try something and you realize oh, the range of motion on that dish is not such that I can turn it to be useful to this operation.
Yeah, I can't turn the mini arcs. Okay. All right. No. Okay. We can work with this. I'm gonna use 4 levels of effort.
Okay.
Jeez.
So we're guaranteed to increase it by 3 levels.
And
It's a lot of effort.
I think anticipation only worked for that next round, so I'm not gonna use it again.
Okay.
Um,
Tyler, roll a d4.
and we're just gonna do that. We're just gonna max level effort it. 4 levels of effort. And literally anything. Alright, so I rolled a 3.
Oh my gosh.
I rolled a 1.
You rolled a 1?
Good grief.
Dang, that was fast. So because you used 4 levels of effort, and a 3 is a level 1.
Right,
So the level 1 doesn't really apply, but you increase by 4 levels. So it goes from a level 1 array to a level 5 array.
Okay.
From this work. However, as you install that upgrade on that 1, you get a sense that something is watching you.
I am gonna put out there. Hello? I am trying to protect this station, which I believe is also your mission. So I'm trying to help you right now, and we can put aside our differences on what that means. If it means if you want your objective to be fulfilled, these people need to be alive, and right now there's a potential hostile threat, and I'm trying to help deal with it. Let me upgrade this comms array so I can get access to this ship. If you let me deal with it my way first, we might be able to get your mission back on track.
Roll an intellect task to persuade Milspec. It will be eased by 2 levels because what you're saying is true. The problem is that Milspec has already designated you as hostile. So you're presenting evidence, and because it's an incredibly logical entity, it's literally weighing the facts against each other. So the role here is to determine how much evidence does it have that Jackie wants it dead, and how much evidence does it have that Jackie's helping it do its objective. But you've made a great argument. So...
I'm good at arguments.
yeah.
I'm pretty argumentative.
Not to brag, but you know.
So many arguments.
God.
All right. Can I use data for this technically?
Yeah, you're in the data sphere, so it's a data sphere related task.
Ta-da.
All right. I will use a level of effort.
Okay.
Do I use my edge for my data or my edge for my int?
For this purpose, your data is just extra int.
Okay. Then, oh yeah. Let me use 2 levels of effort. Okay.
Okay.
Yo.
Trying to save some of my int.
We also have recovery rolls.
Here we go. All right. 7 is level 2 plus 2, so it's a level 4 persuasion. That's not enough. Can I? Yeah. You haven't told me the outcome. I'm gonna re-roll that.
Run it back.
All right. Well, that used up.
We do know
Some points?
Milspec is level 10.
I know. Or at least level
Higher
9.
than 7.
It could be level 9 because he broke through.
Oh, yeah.
All right, higher than 9.
Okay, fine. No, 4 levels of effort.
You got it.
Fine, whatever.
Easy.
I don't even care how it turns out.
Plus the easement of 2. That's a guaranteed 6.
Yeah.
So I just need to roll
Yeah.
A 3.
12 or above.
You're really good at rolling. I know this.
We know this.
You roll with such skill.
Yeah.
Okay. So that. Yeah. No. That's what I gotta do. That's what I gotta do. I just gotta roll above a 12.
What'd you roll?
Maybe this is fine. I don't know. I rolled a 9.
Okay.
9
Rolled a
plus
9,
6.
so that'll be a level 3 plus your 6 levels of assets and easing brings you to a total of a level 9.
I just have to take. I can't be spending XP like
Yeah.
candy
Yeah.
over here.
Please.
You don't get a response. You have that same sense that you're being observed, but you also nothing takes an action against you.
All right.
Enough.
Okay. I got it up to level 5. We're going to do this again. Now, do I have to roll above a level 5 to increase its level?
No. I think. Interesting. I didn't think that part of this through. I don't think you need to roll above a level 5 to increase its level. I think if you roll below a 5, it. Okay. You roll level 4, it increases by 1. You roll level 5, it increases by 1. You roll a 6 or higher, it increases to the level you roll.
Oh, okay. 2 levels of effort.
Okay.
Because it's nearly free. Nearly.
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 So now target roll of 6.
15.
Let's
15.
go.
So that's a level 5 plus 2. So that's like rolling a level 7. It increases to a level 7.
Okay.
So you have a level 7 comms array now based on
go.
what did you change? Remember I told you have to give me
Right,
more
okay.
techno babble.
So, okay, algorithms updated.
Babble the techno.
But they were using this to listen, which means we gotta focus on this range of frequencies, which means it's just a waste of time to be using this dish. This dish can just move out of that way. That allows me to get a tighter cone.
Get dished.
Okay. Get dished.
Code name.
Hype manning the
That's great.
The tech babble.
I'm gonna go ahead and just. Alright. I've upgraded your comm system a lot. I just don't know if it's enough, but we're gonna attempt.
Shall we attempt to establish contact?
That's the plan.
Excellent. And he picks up like a analog radio, or she picks up an analog radio to call Field Marshal Foxworth. Field Marshal Foxworth, we believe we're ready to attempt communication. And there's a little bit of a pause, and then you feel through the comms array, like the comm system has been activated. And unidentified craft. This is the HMS facility, Deep Space Facility Research Gamma. This is Field Marshal Blanche Foxworth. Please ident and state your intentions. There's a little bit of a pause. Field Station Gamma, this is unidentified craft. We would rather not state our names, but we're not here for you.
I gotta jump in.
That's not... Oh, okay, you jump in?
If you don't mind me asking, why are you here? Because you're scaring about 400 million people. 400,000 people. 500,000 people.
Oh, yes. It would be best if we came aboard and explained in person. This is a bit of an unorthodox operation that we're involved in here, but we certainly do not intend to pose any threat to anybody aboard this station.
You want to explain what you're charging then?
We're not... Oh, you must be thinking of the reactors. The reactors discharge regularly because there's too much heat from the Declar. The element causes a big disruption if we don't vent the heat.
The frick is Declar?
Okay,
Stop adding things.
Y'all made Declar.
We did. I don't remember.
Oh.
Ages ago. What the fuck is Declar? That's Session Zero shit.
I'll hand this back off in a second to figure out the details. I just would like you all to know, you should do better at communicating in the future.
It's not our fault there wasn't any equipment on board the station that could hail us.
I think it kind of is, considering your advancement in technology. If I was able to put this comms array in a position that was able to hear you, I'm sure you could figure out something to beam down to us that archaic technology could hear.
You're exactly how they said you'd be.
Sorry.
I can't wait.
Excuse me?
I can't wait to meet you in person. Field Marshal, can we connect to Docking Station 1? I understand you've got... Actually, we may need to talk first. There's a significant threat to your station that is in system. It's just not us. And there's a little bit of like a kind of garbled noise. And Jackie, you see trajectory data of a ship that is corkscrewing down through the asteroid field. It's just plots on a map, right? They can't send images because the system here won't support it.
Can I look at that and realize, based off its trajectory, what size it could be or where it came from?
I think you would have to roll for that knowledge.
Okay.
I think that would be a level 5 task to interpret that data with the context, because you've been doing just this, so you don't have any context of knowing when the dropship was coming back or what. Like, you don't have any of that context.
I use 2 levels of effort.
Okay.
Could I say
It has a missile on it
just
too.
that Jackie knows how I fly the thing? That seeing an object just coming down in a
That'd be an
spiral be just like an easy enough to know, oh, that's Ronan.
We did yesterday, after you left, not at the table, say that before you took the ship back, you were doing loop-de-loops and flips all through the asteroids before you went back to the Spirit of Inquiry. Absolutely, we can use that to ease the task by 1. Level 4.
Oh, that's just
What's funny if there's a missile on it.
none of you know this. Dean doesn't even know there's a missile.
18 on the die. Excellent. You interpret immediately that that ship corkscrewing down, having way too much fun, that's probably Ronan.
Oh, that trajectory appears to be, part of, the Spirit of Inquiry.
Yes, the Spirit of Inquiry. This is going to be very confusing for you. This would really be easier to explain in person, so we can use visual aids.
Time travel.
Okay, well, we're in a crisis without you. We thought you were just adding to it. That's as much as I can say without
Actually, that's a good point to bring up because you've entered the communications line. You feel a little bit of a presence just attempting to also get on board. You didn't put any countermeasures up. I think that in this instance, it just succeeds. And you feel something whoosh past you.
What? Okay, wait.
No, it's
You can make a speed task to try and react.
Instead of a speed task, can I use an overclock?
I think you have to declare your overclocking to take multiple actions in a round.
Fine, I'll
You could
use the
overclock
speed.
now that it's past you, or your speed task could get you the overclock.
All right.
This is like rolling to hit an attack of opportunity.
True.
It's a
Grab him by the
reaction.
shirt and yank him back.
Yeah.
Get back over here.
Yeah.
I'll just do the speed test.
Okay.
Lasso.
Okay. Well, I did put some points into speed, so I can use exactly one level of effort.
Nice.
So here we go. Level 4. I got a 9 on the die plus my 1 level effort.
No, it's not enough. You feel just this entity brushes past you.
Oh, and the crisis has entered your ship.
Oh.
She's honest.
We cut from here to Ronan Voss. Ronan and Mark Putty. Let's start with Mark. Mark, you are...
Mark is suffering an aneurysm and he doesn't know why.
Mark, you finish updating the code that will deploy this titanium shield, and you kind of sit back and you close the laptop, and you just like rest your head against the glass, like I've done my part. Like this part is done. We're situated, and as you're there, just kind of taking a little bit of a rest. It's not like immediate time pressure, but there's some time pressure here, right? And so there's like the adrenaline, and next to you, General Hawthorne, just take your time. It's fine. Just rest a little bit.
Thank you.
The access to this. No, I guess it wouldn't be here. Astro's not headed here. He's headed to the torpedo bay. So it's just the two of you there. As you kind of lean your head back, you look up, and based on the way the station is repositioned, now in front of you is where like the Spirit of Inquiry is, and you can see Ronan's dropship corkscrewing down towards you. It seems perfectly normal. Like you don't fear for his well-being. You can see Ronan there. And then from there, you kind of lean your head back further, and you can also see the other ship kind of approaching. And you hear next to you several comms dishes like moving and rearranging in weird positions. You know Jacqueline's supposed to be in the system kind of doing that, so it's not concerning or anything like that. You just have this view of everything out there. How's Mark feeling right now?
There's a sense of being entirely overwhelmed. There's feelings of finally kind of belonging and being in his element. There's excitement at everything that's happening. A healthy amount of fear. And just a continued drive to keep helping as best as he can.
Okay. Ronan, you are diving, corkscrewing, really having a blast of a time. You look down and you see the station repositioning in such a way as to prevent a really thin profile to the incoming vessel. You're like, that's smart that they're doing that. You can see like an observation deck at the top of it. There are two people there. They're too far away for you to make out exactly who they are, but it's just like little dots, in the observation deck, probably supervising the maneuvering or something, whatever they're doing. And then as you kind of glance up, or maybe it's Dean who notices first, like, oh, look at that. You kind of glance up and you can see the other vessel is now close enough that you can start to make out details of it. It has this greenish or cyan kind of tinted hull, and it's very sleek and angular, nothing like the ships that you know of, which are all very like harsh lines, corners, metal plating, and anchoring. This is some kind of smooth, kind of burnished material, and instead of like an antenna the way you understand them to receive signals, there's no comms dish or anything. It's just a huge fractal that raises up like a fin out of the center of the ship, and it has 4 engines at the back of it that are blasting out some kind of greenish kind of pulse rather than a consistent burn. You've never seen engines that do that before. You don't know what kind of fuel or propellant would do it, but it's moving at like a really high speed. And Mark, as you lean your head back and catch that ship in your view, and Ronan, as you look up at it, it explodes
No.
in the distance. And as the shockwave of it radiates outwards from where it is, Dean immediately, magnify cameras, and the little viewport kind of zooms in towards it. And as Mark, as you're kind of looking towards it, General Hawthorne, pulls out like a really, not telescope, but like, we have binoculars now that are good enough that there are displays that go with them. This is like that. So it's like a really long-range magnification with like a little screen that flips out the side, and you're watching this like field of debris blast out of the where the ship was. The little fractal antenna spinning off in the other direction, and you just notice the communication has cut. And Astro, you don't see any of this because you're inside at the torpedo bay doing modifications.
Yes.
Probably you've regrouped with Talia at this point, and she is helping you. She's like holding parts and move this here, move that there. As you watch the whole thing, you see this like field of debris. You see weird jets and shockwaves of energy. Whatever Deklar is, it's hella volatile. Not the way cosmetaline is. You don't see time compressing, but it like, big waves of stuff kind of rippling through space, nebulous gases. And as you watch all of that,
Oh no.
you also see 5 trails of heat dissipating off of something small. 5 of them racing towards the station. Hawthorne next to you goes, torpedoes?
Escape pods?
Torpedoes? No, they're too small for torpedoes. There's no warhead on them. What is that? Would you like to make an intellect task to try and intuit what you're looking at?
Not putting any effort. He's in too much shock. Give me another die.
That one was stupid. I hate that die.
Yeah, I don't know what was it.
Good rolls.
Yeah, well, here, I'll use it again. Sorry. She's been doing good. 5.
5. You have no idea what it is.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I can't tell either. In your ship,
Can Ronan try and...
he can, but he's got Dean standing next to him to analyze what he's looking
yeah.
at.
Okay, cool.
He's looking at it, and there's no wondering in his voice. He's looking at him, and he's going, not torpedoes. Those are escape pods. And as the 5 kind of things jet across space towards you, the comms array crackles again, and Jackie and Blanche Foxworth are the only 2 who hear the incoming communication. But you hear, all right, well, that's the first part of this thing done. He should be a lot weakened now. Jackie, we're going to get with you and try and help this thing get done, but we need to get to work soon. And on that note, this session of the Winged Badger Tavern is going to come to a close. We will be back around 1:30 when we've taken a sufficient break. Everybody seems like they need to vibe for a bit here, so I'm going to leave the cameras up and just take in some reactions here for 2 or 3 minutes, because we came in 2 minutes early maybe of where we anticipated.
I just got back and I'm already missing the explosions. I wanted to cause the first explosion.
Just keep corkscrewing down into the.
I was ready for it.
I mean, you could blow up Station Gamma if you want.
I mean, I can.
Commit genocide if you
I
want.
legit have.
You
one-
look
I have
so
one
offended
missile. I have
that
one
I-
missile.
and I want to use it.
Just one.
So these time travelers came back in time to destroy Milspec.
I am so fucking lost
These
right
time
now.
travelers have to be us. Like I'm like.
Can you imagine?
None of
there's
them
3
looked
of
like
them.
us when we got
Okay.
the kind of.
What, did it look like anybody on our crew?
I don't know.
That-
I don't think Ronan knows what they look like, do you?
I don't know
Do we
anybody with
fill them
any-
in now, or do we wait? for,
We can fill them in if we want to, or you can tell them between while we're on break.
Sure.
How are we overall? What do we expect is happening next?
I
Do we have
don't
any predictions?
We have to destroy Milspec, the ultimate villain.
Yeah.
It's.
I have a feeling there's gonna be. I don't know.
It was Milspec all along.
Dean's got some more questions to answer because I know, I knew maybe no one on that station knew Dean, but these guys got to know Dean. They have to know him.
They're from the future. They have to
It's
know
just
everything.
what if it's just Dean from the future?
It's just deep.
It's just different.
They're all
It's just
Dean.
all Deans. It's different. Like,
Oops, all
universes of
Deans.
Deans.
No.
Different dimensions.
They all have bad shoes.
I'm Dean 1 and Dean 2.